Hey guys! Okay, so I was just sitting here looking over some stuff and something really touched my heart, and I wanted to go ahead and record this and share it while it was still fresh, which is why I look like this. So what started this off was the question, why are you doing what you're doing? What's your motivation? What are you chasing? What are you searching for? What are you living for? And when you do something, what do you think? Like, do you think, what will my friends think of me if I do this? What will my family think of me if I do this? When do you think about, what will God think of me if I do this? When does God come into play? And, like, what are you chasing? Like, we get so caught up in chasing our own goals and our own dreams that we forget to see what God's plan is. We forget to sit still and be like, okay, wait, let's put what I want aside and see what God's plan is for me and what He wants me to do. And I want to read some verses for you guys. Okay, this is really like, I'm not like really prepared or anything. This is me just being like, okay, I have to record this. Okay. Let's see. I'll get there in a second. Okay. Okay. So Galatians 1:10 is one that I want to read. It says, "For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Christ." And that's saying, who am I seeking to please? Am I seeking to please man, like my friends and the people that surround me? Or am I seeking to please God? Who are we seeking to please? Who are we living for? And then I want to read 2 Corinthians 5:15. I'll get there in a second. Okay. Okay. 2 Corinthians 5:15 says, "And that He died for all, that they which live should not henceforth live unto themselves, but unto Him which died for them and rose again." And that says that we should be living for God. Not for ourselves, but for God, because He died and rose for us. He gave us this life that we're living, so the least that we can do is live for Him. Give back to God what He gave to you. He gave you this life, this wonderful life, and we need to live for Him, to live it to the fullest. By living for God, you're living your life to the fullest. And then, so when you think about, okay, who am I living for? What am I living for? You need to seek God, and oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. So, you need to seek God to know how to live your life to the fullest. Because when you seek God, you allow your life to be lived to the fullest because you're seeking what God has for you, and whatever God has for you is the best. It's the best. And so everyone knows Jeremiah 29:11, which goes something along the lines of, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, but to give you a hope and a future." So God's plans for us are to give us a hope and a future, to help us live life to the fullest and to the best that it can be. Who wouldn't want that? You want to have the best life that you can, so seek God so that you can have that. And something that really just made me think, and it's the verse that says, "For me to live is Christ and to die is gain." That is a win-win situation. If you're living for Christ, you're gonna have the best life ever. Your life is gonna be lived to the fullest, and you're going to do what you're supposed to do in this life because God has laid out the plans for you and you're following His will. And to die is gain. When you die and you're saved, you're going to heaven. It's heaven. Like, your eternity is going to spend in heaven with God. It doesn't get any better than that. So for me, to live is Christ, to die is gain. That is a win-win situation. And so going back to that main question, what are you living for? What's your motivation? Guys, if you had a friend who died for you, they jumped in front of a bullet, or whatever the case, the scenario you want to play it out may be, they died for you, you would live every day remembering that friend. And you would want to live your life to the fullest because that friend gave their life for you. Guys, someone did die for us. Jesus Christ died for us, and we need to live every day like He did because it doesn't get old. He died for us so that we can live this life and live it to the fullest. So guys, when you're doing something, think, what am I doing this for and who am I living for? And seek God in all that you do so your life can be the best and be lived to the fullest. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted to get this out while it was still fresh on my brain and fresh on my heart. So thank you for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know things you want me to talk about. Thanks for watching, guys.